States?
Well, we even had a war with one of these former states, with Georgia in '08. But with others, we don't have military conflicts, though sometimes there are some political confrontations. The problem, military speaking, with Kyrgyzstan was last year there was a major ethnic tension and fighting in Kyrgyzstan. It turned out that Russia did not have actually good expeditionary forces in the needed quality and quantity to send there, though the Kyrgyz authorities were actually clamoring for Russia to intervene militarily. That's a problem, and we're trying to deal with that, to have forces that could be sent to these former Soviet republics if need be and if we're asked for, to help keep the peace. That's essential for Russia.
All right, thank you very much. That's Pavel Flagenhauer talking to us from Moscow about Russia's military. Professor Taos, do you think Russia has been actually retreating from many of the fronts in the world? Because in the past, the Soviet Union used to be very assertive and also very vocal about the problems around the world. And now, it seems Russia is not that strong as before.
After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Russia certainly adjusted its internal policy as well as the foreign policy. Soviet Union, as a superpower at that time, overstretched too much. And especially Soviet Union troops invaded Afghanistan. For 10 years, from 1979 to 1989, Afghanistan absorbed Soviet Union's lot of resources. And so after Soviet Union was
just like what it now does to the U.S.
It's something different because the United States is much more stronger than the former Soviet Union. But the Soviet Union really spent too much resources in Afghanistan. And also Soviet Union spent too much resources in arms race with the United States. We know that in the 1980s, President Reagan launched the so-called Star War project. And then Soviet Union wanted to compete with the United States in that Star War. So it spent too much resources in the military, in the arms races. So these two probably are the reasons. Of course, there are many other reasons for the Soviet Union collapse. Then after that, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, I think Yeltsin and after him, Putin and Medvedev made a lot of adjustments in Russia's foreign policy. And now I think Russia, together with other countries, with China, and also with other BRICS countries, pursuing the so-called democratization of international politics. We want that the major events, the major affairs in international arena should be decided not just by one country or by a few countries.
As you said,
decided by the international community.
As you said, Russia has paid a huge price for its military competition with the U.S. Now it has changed tactics and strategy. Colonel, what do you think of the military power right now of Russia? What is your estimate? How strong it is, and what is the focus?
Yes, I quite agree with Professor Tao's opinion that actually Russia is now cannot afford, from the military perspective, cannot afford enough manpower and resources in military because Russia itself is busy reforming its armed forces. We know that because of lack of money, there's a long way for Russian military to go. And since 2008, there is a term or a kind of saying that they are trying to build innovative military, and then what they lack actually funds. And so there are many things for them to do. For example, in terms of manpower, we know that up to as of the end of the last year, there are active service 1 million, and then they are trying to reduce this army. And
this is a huge downside from 3 million, 4 million in the past, in the Soviet era.
And now they're even trying to professionalize this military. but because of the lack of money, they also change that reform. They cannot fulfill this